guys, what is going on? RealSykes here on another phenomenal day, guys, and how are you freaking doing? Boys and girls and boys, welcome to the video and the channel. How are you sexy, fantastic people doing today? Anyway, yesterday I made a video and asked you guys to ask me and my mom and dad some questions, whether it was crazy, absurd, nasty, serious, whatever you guys could possibly come up with. I asked you guys to ask it, and some of you guys asked some really great questions, so we yanked them from the screen and we're gonna put it in today's video. But before we dive into it, please smack a like and subscribe, and if you guys really like this, let me know down below because we may do more of these in the future. So that said, let's dive into the first question. The first question from Matt Pulido. He says, Papa and Mama Sykes, do you fully support Zach with the YouTube channel? And what was your initial thought when you watched his first video? From good old Brownie? Let you, Dad?
I fully support Zach on his YouTube channel, 1,000,000%, along with all the other projects that he ever does currently. I'll let his mom answer the second one.
And my initial thought when I watched his first video, I thought, wow, how amazing.
The next question from Hathaway Boy. He says, how much love did it take to make Sykes? Good old question mark with a good old smiley face. What, you, Dad?
Well, once I tricked his mom out of taking her clothes off, it wasn't that big of a deal. No, just playing, guys. All the love in the world's always been there. Zach started gaming at an early age with me around the age of 3. I've always been supportive of Zach and the consoles and the equipment, and he's really worked hard to get to where he's at.
But you, Mom?
For me, I cannot put a measure on how much I love Zachary. He is the love of my lifetime. I'm very proud to be his mother, watching him succeed every day, and I can't wait to see what the future brings.
Alrighty, guys, so that said, let's dive into the next question. The next question from Matt G, #1 source for gaming content. He says, for both Mama Sykes and Papa Sykes, what do you think about this entire YouTube thing? But you, Dad?
I think the whole YouTube thing is a wonderful thing. It's a way for him to utilize his talent and stay in contact with his loyal fans.
But you, Mom?
For me, I just totally love it. I think it is just so cool that he is making his dreams come true through his voice. It was ironic. He had sent me a message one day on his cell phone, and on his signature it said Voice of Dreams. And here we are a couple years later, and he's making his dreams come true through his voice.
Alright, guys, so that said, let's dive into the next question. Coming from Mauricio Ramos, he says, Papa and Mama Sykes, who did Sykes get his voice from? Is it someone from in the family or another means? But you, Dad?
Zachary has lots of musical talent from my side of the family and his mother's side of the family. He grew up in the recording studios from probably the age of 6 months. I personally think that his voice is just his God-given talent.
But you, Mom?
For me, I totally agree. It came from God. God gave him that voice, and he is using it to the full max.
Hell yeah. So that said, let's dive into the next question. Coming from iCrazyHazard, #1 source for GTA and Black Ops 2 community channel content. He says, for Mama Sykes and Papa Sykes, what do you do in your spare time? Well, this is a full-time thing, 24/7, 365 days a year, guys. Either it's replying to comments, sending emails, making voiceovers, recording videos, anything and everything is YouTube. I go to sleep and I watch Netflix, so this is really all I do every day. But you, Dad, what do you do in your spare time?
Do a lot of musical writing and arranging in my personal studio, and do whatever I can do to help my son Zach.
About you, Mom?
For me, I love listening to music, mainly country music, that's my favorite, and also come down and hang out with my famous son, Zachary.
Alrighty, guys, so that's pretty much all we do in our spare time. Either it's making music, making videos, listening to music, anything and everything. It's either recording or just listening to something. So that said, let's dive into the next question. The next question from XX Detonator XX. He says, question for the parents. Do you watch your son's video? ? Smiley face. But you, Dad?
Yes, we watch all of our son's video, puts a smile on our face and joy in our hearts every time.
But you, Mom?
I couldn't have said it better. He just took the words right out of my mouth. Every time I watch his videos, it just lights me up inside. Wonderful videos. I hope he keeps fulfilling his dreams and making more awesome videos in the future.
It's really cool because I tell them about what kind of videos and when I'm uploading them stuff before I even publish them, so it's really cool. I try to keep them as much as involved as I can, and the fact that they're actually making the video with me, it gets them the most involved that they can possibly be. So that said, let's dive into the last question for the video. The last question from God-Faced Nyson. Now this guy not only asked an amazing question, but it's also the last question to wrap the video up. So he says, what was Sykes like as a kid, and was he a gamer back then like he is now? Like I'm speaking to myself in third person, but you, Mom?
Well, what an amazing question, because I've got an amazing answer. He was an amazing kid, and that about wraps it up.
What you, Dad?
Was he a gamer back then like he is now? He started out at around the age of 3, sitting in my lap playing race car games on first generation consoles, and by the time he was around 5 or 6, he was outrunning me nearly 95% of the time, and I'll let the history speak for itself.
So that said, guys, that wraps up this amazing video. It really meant a lot to me to have them come down here and do this video. That way we can look back on this for months and even years. So let me know, do you guys like this? And if you guys want to see more, maybe we can make this into a series where we can do even more videos. That said, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for not only asking the questions, but for just sitting down and taking the time to listen to this video. As always, this has been your host, RealSykes, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.
Peace.